Hello, I'm Gabriel Peretti from Zerorez Carpet and Living Surfaces Care. And today I'm going to give you some tips on how to clean spots from carpets. The tools that we're going to need for this project are very basic tools like a soft brush, some towels, some spotters if you have them at home, or I'm going to show you how to make one with laundry detergent. That makes a perfect spotter. Everything that I'm going to show you, you have to understand that not everything will apply to every kind of spot. Different spots require different techniques. But here we're going to talk about maybe a foot stain, a foot spot, or something simple. One of those things that all of a sudden is there. Maybe somebody tracked something in with the shoes, the dog dragged something in. And so there is a way to remove those spots without leaving that residue. One thing to remember is that we're going to need to apply as little detergent to that spot as possible. If we do apply a lot of the detergent, we're going to need to rinse it out somehow. And in that case, we're going to need to have either a small carpet cleaning spotting tool machine, or wet and dry vacuum works perfectly fine. First thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a towel and we're going to blot in case it's wet. If it's something that just happened and it's wet, you want to blot the excess. You always need to remove the excess. If it's something that dried out, you might want to use a spoon and scrape it. That way you remove as much of the residue as possible that way. When you're going to use a spotting solution on it, the tendency is to apply it directly to the spot. We can do that, but first you have to try to do it this way so that you don't have a lot of residue to deal with later on. You're going to apply the spotter to the towel. You're going to wrap it around your finger. And now you're going to start dabbing on the spot. And usually you want to work from the outer edge towards the center of the spot. That way you keep it from spreading and making it bigger. Because if we rub, which is what most people do, then you create fiber distortion. And now you have another problem that it's irreversible. Let's say that this is a spot that doesn't want to come out, and now you need a little bit more detergent there to finally get it out. So let's say that we're going to apply it to the spot. Well, we want to do as little as possible, and we can work it in with the finger, but now we're going to need to rinse it. Blotting alone doesn't do it because you still have that residue in the carpet fibers. It will be like shampooing, washing your hair, and not rinsing it, walking right out of the shower with all the shampoo in your hair. So we need to rinse it. And to do that, we're going to do it with water and a wet and dry vacuum if you don't have the proper spotting tools. If you don't have any spotting solutions at home, you can make one very easily. A cup with water and just a little bit of laundry detergent. You put it in that cup. Now you have a perfect spotting solution for emergency spotting. And you're going to do it the same way. You're going to wet it on the carpet, and you're going to work on the spot the same way, and you're going to blot it dry. Some spotting solutions are designed so that they don't leave any residue. Ours is one of them. So if you can get a hold of one of these products or any other that doesn't leave any residue, it will be great because then you can save in that rinsing at the end. But you apply it to the spot, you work it in with a soft brush, even your finger, and then you can blot dry. And you wouldn't have any resoiling due to residue left from the product. So that's something to keep in mind. Now here's a good tip when you're spotting a carpet. Let's say that you have to go through the whole process. You have to apply the product to the carpet to actually get some action there and remove that spot that was really difficult to remove. And you went through all the rinsing. The section of carpet now is pretty wet. You're going to vacuum as much as possible, but it still will be pretty wet. So what you're going to do to prevent any wicking that might cause a spot to reappear, you're going to grab another towel, you're going to fold it to make it thick, you're going to apply it to the spot, to the wet area, and then you're going to put something heavy on. You can use a phone book, you can use something of that nature, some books, and you're going to keep it there for about 24 hours. When you do that, then all that moisture, as it wicks up, it will go into the towel. And if there is any residue, it will be right here. It won't be at the tips of the fiber. That will prevent that spot reappearing as the carpet dries. I am Gabriel Peretti from Zerorez Carpet and Living Surfaces Care in Los Angeles, and I have just given you some tips on how to properly spot a carpet.